My story is nothing ordinary. I'm a very unique individual. I'm somebody that has spent over a third of their life in an institution. Symbols are powerful. They're more powerful than words. And symbols have meaning when they're applied. And the real you is divine. And they're trying to keep that from us. It's you they're after. You're a resource for them. Humanity's been corrupted. No amount of money is going to make you happy. That's the point you have to come to, where you're happy with just what you have and you don't want to be anybody else. It's until you're content with what you have, your life's purpose is going to open up right in front of your eyes. The potential you have, it's so much more potential we have than we even think we have. Human beings are capable of doing so much, but you got to understand is that every big idea started in somebody's head. A lot of people think, oh, I'm not going to do that. That's too much work. Look at all the competition. Listen, Apple started in somebody's head. IBM started in somebody's head. Warren Buffett's company started in somebody's head. In a dream. I would love for everybody in this world to do what it is they were put here for. Even if you don't get paid for it. As long as you're happy, you know. Everybody's wondering about success, but you know what success is? Success is making someone else's life easier because you existed. And that could mean anything. That could be in any form. And you gotta understand, you gotta crawl before you walk. It's little steps. But you set goals, and you set attainable goals. And every time you pass one, you set another one, and another one, and another one. Because I'll tell you what, people. There's been times where I've been in shooting galleries, no heat, shooting dope, smoking crack with hookers, with nothing. Almost 8 years in prison. You would think, oh, you're screwed, right? Nope. Nope, I'm not. I'm actually gonna end up being better off than anybody else I know. I write books, I write a TV show, I do podcasts, I make websites. And I taught myself because I realized nobody's going to do it but me. Nobody's just going to hand you anything. And it's very important to learn skills that can make it so you can take care of yourself, you know? And one of the biggest things that kicked it off was I was working for a job, $12 an hour, busting my ass for these people. Bob's Furniture. Fuck you, Bob. And what happened was making $12 an hour, and I was so good that they wanted to make me the lead after a month. So they ran my background check, and they said, not only can we not hire you, we have to let you go. Not only can we not promote you, I was broken. I came home, I told my wife, I says, you know, I was upset. I was hopeless. I felt really hopeless. But something inside me said, learn web development. Oh, I gotta go to school for that. No, you don't. There's Udemy, there's YouTube, there's all types of stuff where you can get the ball rolling. Codecademy. And I picked coding myself because that's something I wanted to do, because I figured computers are the future. Not a lot of people know how to do it. And so if I learn it, there's no way that I'll be without a job. But I'll tell you what. I love it. Because you keep learning. And I've made some money off it. You know, I've only been doing it a year and some change. I've made money. I've actually, this past Christmas, I wasn't working. The way I was able to get all my Christmas gifts for all my people was through making websites for people. And so now I've got myself a skill where I don't have to get in trouble. And I can make sure that I got what I need. And I have big plans. And I suggest you make big plans too, but you can't do it by yourself. That's why it's very important to network with people, like-minded people that share the same dreams and goals. So, write down what your dream job, right? Like what you would want to do. And then Write down what it would take to get that done. See, never say you can't. Because as soon as you say you can't, you closed all doors. But if you say, how can I get this done? A world of opportunity opens up. And I don't care if you're 40, 50 years old, it don't matter. You're never too old. There was a guy who was 76 years old, gave his heart to the Lord, became a pastor. Was preaching till he was about 95 years old till he passed, and he reached more lives than you can shake a stick at. And he was 75 when he found his life mission. Never give up. Never give up. Stay away from the toxic people, the people that use you, the naysayers. Use that as fuel. And don't be afraid to ask for help. You're going to have to sacrifice. You're going to have to cut out, whether it be expenses, things you like to do that cost money, whether it's time, or whether it's people. You know, I have a bunch of friends that ain't doing nothing with themselves. And I love them to death, but I can't be around them because they're weak links. Ideally, you want to be the person in your circle doing the least in anything. Whatever you're doing, you want to be the least active one. That way there's other people that can build you up and help you. Not using them, not stepping on their backs, but helping you get in the habits of a winner. And it's going to take time. You're going to have to delegate time to whatever it is you want to do. If you playing 2 hours a day worth of video games, if you did a video game fast for a year and took those 2 hours a day and put it into learning something with you, especially with Udemy, with all those free courses where you can learn everything. I guarantee you in 1 year your life will change. People are going to say, oh man, don't ever let anybody say you can't do anything. You know, 5 years ago, if you told me, yo, you were going to be writing a book, you're going to be filming a podcast, you're going to be writing a show, you're going to be making websites, you're going to be reaching lives, touching lives, I would have told you you're crazy. And 5 years ago, if anybody else around me was saying they were going to do that, I'd tell them they're not going to be able to do that because I was a hater. I was not living my purpose. So I didn't think it could be done for me or anybody I knew. I thought you had to be special. But the truth is we're all special. Every one of us. We were born special. And everything in this world could be yours. And another thing I want to say before I go is be careful of what you do. And don't think nothing will never happen to you. Because one decision can affect your whole life. And hanging out with the wrong group of people can make a bad decision happen where you're involved. And now you just threw your life away. If you're sitting there, you go to your boy's house tonight, the dude that you drink with every night, and just go there and just say, hey, I don't think I'm gonna be coming around that much more often. I gotta get my shit together. I gotta figure my life out. This isn't, you know, there's alcohol and all this stuff all that stuff's here to keep you in a box. Because the powers that be don't want you accessing your potential. They rather you just work 40, 50 hours a week to make them rich. They don't want you tapping into what's really out there and what's available to you. They don't want that at all. It's the last thing they want. The stuff I learned in school is all bullshit. Everything you learn in school is bullshit. The school system was taught by, the whole structure was by John D. Rockefeller. He picked about 22 of his advisors, and they made a think tank kind of operation. And they're the ones that put together all the education curriculum that you learn. You know, you grow up thinking Christopher Columbus discovered America. You find out he didn't discover America. He actually came here and almost committed genocide. And he was sent by the Pope. You know? And the media, don't believe the media. The media ain't gonna tell you any truth. Why? Because in 1917 you have what's called the Policy of Papers. Okay? And that's where there was 127 media outlets in America, and 125 of them were bought by foreign bankers. And guess what? They didn't sell them. Learn. Try to learn everything about everything. You know? What I'm doing right now for fun is studying UCC canon law. And everything about our Federal Reserve System. Everything about our money. What's our money? What the fuck is our money? What gives it value? Because we're told, you know, 100 years ago, you could go to the bank with a $100 bill and get $100 worth of gold. Now, you can't. It's paper, fiat currency. It's a promissory note. It's debt. Lawful money is gold, silver. This is legal tender. It's all words. You gotta understand the words. Study law. Take care of one another. I'm out.